Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Audio test, hello. Yep, sounds alright. It's been very hot today. It's been very unpleasant. So I've set up a spraying system. Occasionally you might hear it. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is to keep me cool. It has mostly worked today, so I shall continue doing it. I can't really spray my face because I'm wearing headphones, and I've been taking my glasses off to spray myself, but headphones are a bit much to just like pull off, spray, and then put back on. Especially as I don't want them to get wet at all, and I might have wet ears and such. Righto. Hello and welcome back to GVL Library of Ruina. Last time I had a bit of a bad time with it. In an attempt to deal with that, I have looked up some tips. Not a lot, but some, trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible. And the tips, I've looked up tips for Tallbird, Yan, and Zhao. The tips for Zhao were use Binner. So, in preparation for using Binner, I looked up tips for Tallbird, and also Yan as well, in case I do manage to beat Tallbird. So, yeah, we're going to start off with Tallbird. So I have Binner, as Binner is. Hod currently has Bamboo Jim, Luca has Gloria, and Hum has Esther. Hey, Skier. So, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm finding it hard not to be disheartened by this game. And if it keeps screwing me over too much longer, I might have to take more drastic methods. But hopefully, looking up tips is sufficient. So let's try Tallbird again. So the advice I got for this... I say the advice I got. The advice I looked up is quite simple. And it's all about redirecting sin. So, I have to pick 2 victims. So I think I'm going to go with Hum and Luca as my victims of choice. Because they're going to be taking all of the sin onto themselves and freeing up Binner and Durandal. That's the plan. Hopefully that works. So we shall find out. So, how do I do this? I need to clash with these. And Luca as well. And you are going to need to intercept that one as well. Right. So, all of them are intercepted apart from that one, which should get covered by the counter dice. Freeing up these 2 to not be attacked by any sin givers. However... Right, the issue is Binner. Durandal is going to pass his sin on to Hum. I don't really know how to pass her sin on because all of her stuff is hard hitting. It's either giving fairy or it's sealing dice. So I guess I'm going to go with that one on Luca. No, it's going to have to be that one to avoid the counter, isn't it? Because the essence of this one is it's going to give these two a lot of sin, and then he's going to start using his judgment, which apparently can be redirected. The issue I'm seeing is that he's quite fast, and I may not be able to redirect it. But we'll have to see. But the key is stopping them from having 3 or more characters with sin, which is why we're redirecting it onto those 2. And if I am correct, after using judgment, lose 25% of max stagger resist. So hopefully after blocking a few of them, he's going to be staggered and we're just going to be able to wail on him. That's the hope. So I think I will also try wailing on him in the meantime. Not that I have a great deal of chance of that without hitting very, very hard. Alright, in that case I'm gonna go with this. Good. Okay, Luca has sin, which is good. Everybody else has low sin, which means he's going to... He's not... Why is he not judgmenting? Why is he not judgmenting? Oh, because he needs 5 or more sin, yeah. Okay. So, remind me how this works. If this character's attack hits, transfer a sin. Yeah. Okay. Piercing Shriek. On hit, take 5 stagger damage. Okay. 3 to 8. Yeah, we may have a bit of a problem here. Alright, you're going to have to intercept the ones that aren't going for us. For the ones I want them to, rather. Like that one. And that one. And Luca. Good luck. Because they're both going for them, so they'll get all the sin. And we're ready to... Oh no, I do need to transfer a bit of sin as well. Just to stop them from getting any this turn. Alright, I don't really want to hit either of them with another binner hit, because I think that's really going to hurt. but I don't know what options I have. Alright, I'm going to try without. Ooh. Okay, he's up to 6 Sid now. Oh, well, he's staggered and Durandal almost killed him. Oh, and then somebody else killed him. Well, hopefully Luke is up to 5 then, because otherwise my plan's just been bloody scuppered. Okay, good. Right, so he's going for a judgment on Luca, which is a 1 speed. So I can redirect that. Okay, so redirect the judgment. And now I just need to stop everyone else's judgment from getting too high. And I don't know if I can do that anymore. Right, you're going to have to intercept that one. And that one. Sorry, Luca. And you're going to have to insert that one. Shit. Of that as well. Okay, that's the judgment. So I just need Luca to survive. Survive, please, Luca. So, Luca, please survive. 1 bird dealt with. Luca, I'm watching you, Luca. Okay, Luca survived. I'm going to put that on her. Alright, Luca is staggered. But he's going to judgment again. So, let's go straight through that. Alright, I kind of need Luca to die this one because we're not going to get the 3. I'm just in trouble. I don't think this is working. Okay, let's go through that one. Either of them? Yeah, that one's attacking, so I'm going to let that one kill. Okay. Sorry, Luca. Alright, Durandal's up to 3, but we don't have 3 or more now, So he's not going to be using the mass attack. He's just going to be using... Ah, no, none of them are 5. Even so, this is bad now. So I'm going to need to hit Luca. Oh, God. Not Luca, Durandal. I don't think I can kill it this turn, but I can try. And which exactly do you mean by the Sin Bird? Because if it's this one, I don't think that really matters, because they're both going to increase by 1 anyway, and they're both going to be on 5. If you mean this one, I don't think I can. Alright, let's just try going through. Can't go over it, must go through it. That didn't work. Ooh. Target's HP is at 25% or lower. Destroy all their dice upon winning a clash. Okay, so he uses Judgment on each of them, it turns out. That's bad. I've lost. Try again. Alright, I'm going to inflict Fairy. Okay, so they're both going for... They need to be redirected, and so does that one. Take that one. Take that one. Take that one. And that one. Okay. Okay. Took a bit of a beating. And is already up to 5. Good. So I can redirect that. With... degraded chain. Right, redirect that one. Damn. That one's getting through and I can't stop it. Yeah, I need to redirect 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should be able to. I should be able to get them all. I think the issue is that that's a 2 speed. So no one's fast enough. I don't have the speed to beat it. So I think I've got to beat this instead. Three to 8. Yeah, they can't. It can beat it. It's just unlikely. Good. Hold on, Ooh, damn. Good. Nice, everyone held on. Okay, so we've got 2 judgments. Both of which I can intercept. And I've got 2 to intercept here. But they're both so low on stagger, they're in trouble. So I think I'm going to intercept as many as I can and then go full attack with these guys to try and get through, because he's not doing any parries. Damn, no snake slit. Only 1 snake slit. That's not really enough. Okay, that's both the needed intercepting. Now try and survive. They're both being intercepted. They're going full attack. Okay, try and survive. I've got counters. Okay, he's down to half stagger. Just beat him there as well. He's down to a quarter stagger. But Luca is staggered. Oh, almost killed that bird, but not quite. Luca's dead. Is staggered. Didn't really do enough there. Shit. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh. Okay, well the only chance I have is using this. And see which is faster. I don't think that's really how it works, but just in case it does work, I'm going to go full attack. We did hit him. Just wasn't enough. God damn. Alright, I almost had him staggered. And he doesn't have that much health. So I think I had the right idea, but I didn't follow it long enough. Four need redirecting. One, two, three, four. So Hm's up to 3. Hm's up to 5, which means we've got a judgment coming in. I will shoot the judgment. Meanwhile, we've got 2 that need redirecting. And I need you to survive. And there's 1 that needs redirecting. There's the second. No, I think Hm's dead. Shit. Shouldn't be dead this early. Alright, I'm going to use Eliminate to try and reduce... Oh shit, it's not fast enough. Eliminate's the only one... That one's the only one Eliminate would really work on. Use Pillar and not Chain. Okie dokie. What about that one as well? No, because he's still got those. Alright, I'm going to use that just to try and stop him from dying, but I think it's too little too late. Yeah, staggered. Yep, one down. As in one of mine. Good work, Durandal. Good work, Luca. Got another judgment. The issue is they're both about to go up to 3, so unless Luca dies this round, which is unlikely, I'm in trouble. So I'm going to need to pass something off. Thing is, they're all bloody powerful ones. I'm going to pass that to Durandal. That one needs intercepting, so does that one. I can't intercept any with Luca because Luca's too bloody slow. That one still needs intercepting. And I can't intercept it. So I'm going to have to beat it. I don't think I can get you to die off. I don't think enough people are going for you. Just the 2 are, and that's not enough to kill you. Shit. Okay, well, I can intercept one of these. But I'm going to have to beat that one. Just do your best. It's down to 100. One of the birds is dead. Two of the birds are dead. No, it's over. Fuck! Oh! It's that passive sin generation. I just can't beat it. Fuck. Could this work? Could this work? Because this would technically pass her sin to Luca. So she would then not have 3 sin and therefore wouldn't be automatically killed. And it'll go first. It's probably still over. I don't think I can kill him. But I want to know if this works. I'm just going to fucking throw everything at him. It didn't. No, it didn't reduce it. Oh. I don't know why it didn't reduce it. Rules as written, it should have. Are there any changes I need to make? Thing is, I'm not even getting close. Like, the most is I've got him down to 1/4. But with the 3 birds, maybe have one of the sin targets be Bamboo Jim because he is his undying passive. Well, it doesn't work against judgment, but... Oh, but no, it will keep him alive. Yeah, okay. So that's Durandal. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 need intercepting. Hey, Nathan. Hang on a sec. Right, so that one is fine, that one's fine, that one's fine, but I kind of want to counter it. No, it should be okay. Oh shit, no, I did it wrong. I forgot to have the other 2 attack the victim to. Alright, 1, 2, 3 need intercepting. Okay, Luca's going to be targeted by Judgment. Yeah, stop pecking Luca, please. Luca's been pecked. Move on. I'm going to have to use Degraded Chain. We've got 1, 2, 3... No, 1, 2, 3 that need redirecting. And we just about have the speed for it. 1, 2, 3 to be redirected. Meanwhile, extract fuel from Luca. No. Let's spread the love. Fairy Luca. Extract fuel from Durandal. Oof. 8 stagger. Staggered. I need them both to survive so that he'll use 2 judgments in a turn. Ooh! No. Oh, yeah, the Undying saved him. Oh. There are the 2 judgments in a turn. So let's go with Pillar. I don't have the thing to get both, so I'm gonna have to get the other one with this and hope it's enough. Reduce their power by 1, so that should be enough. Alright, meanwhile we've got 1, 2 to redirect. One, 2. I think that should be sufficient. Because he's using 2 of these, they're both going to get blocked. That'll reduce them down to about a quarter. And then next time he'll use another. Hopefully if Lucas survived. I will use that just to chuck a bit extra on. Good. Luca's dead. Not Luca, the other one. Durandal's dead. Luca's staggered. Luca just died. Probably from Fairy. Okay. Now we're in a bit of a bind. I need to block one more. And they're both about to get it. So I'm thinking that to hopefully kill off both? I don't think it will. But it should get through that one and stop it. So I want you to Snake's Prey her so that you're not targeted by Judgment next round. You are going to be targeted because you're going to be hit by bloody those. You're going to go up to 4. Shit. She's the one who's not. So you're going to have to fairy him. Which means you can't use Shockwave. You're going to have to pillar him. But I need him to survive. If him doesn't survive, the bird won't use Judgment. Okay, here comes the last Judgment. So it's going to have to be... It's going to have to be Chain. And I just need you to survive this round because then you can do some real damage. So I need you to kill this guy off if you can. He doesn't have a lot of health left. That keeps them all off Binner. I mean, he's not... Oh, shit! You didn't kill the bird. You didn't kill the bird! Or do I go for Shockwave? No, the mass attacks haven't hurt him at all, basically. I think I need to go for the guaranteed. And try and kill him off at the same time. He's... Oh, now he's staggered. God, he almost didn't bloody stagger. And that's weirdly ineffective. I'll go with that one just cause. Okay. Hopefully this is enough. Kinda doesn't look like it's going to be enough. It wasn't enough. And now he's going to use Judgment and I've lost. Just on the off chance that fucking works. It's all I've got left. He rolled higher because of my massive fucking sin. Popped the bird, but the sin gets through anyway. That was my best shot. That was my best chance. Don't tell me that, Luca. When someone doesn't succeed at something, don't go, oh, you should have done this. That doesn't help when I'm already pissed off. I didn't have a pillar. Just gonna spray my face a bit. Yeah, I've about run out of patience for that fight. Because... fuck it. Alright, what can I do for Yan? How many do I get for this? Is it, I think it's just the one, isn't it? Oops. Yeah, just the one. Alright. Hey, Yumu, to half Phantom, how's it going? Alright, we've got Nikolai. The recommendation for Yan is Nikolai, Purple Tear, Slash, and Smoke. And sort of really focus down the hands one at a time. Posture check. I'm a little leaned in. Ugh. Slumped over in sadness and frustration. Sitting up better now. Oh, if I was taking care of myself, I would not be playing this game right now. Alright, to tell you where my headspace is, I'm tired of these fights. They're really hard. I don't know where I'm going wrong. and if I was not streaming, I would be cheating. So there is the option of me cheating my way through these and then continuing on as if I didn't. Or not doing that. Those are the options. I've got such short patience in this heat. And I've been at this for a while with these fights. Right, so the Yan advice is Nikolai, Purple Tear, Slash, and Smoke. So I don't mind giving Purple Tear to Kotoko. Just bookmark Martina. And that one as well. I don't care about cheating in a single-player game that can't be played online. I mean, cheating to get through a frustrating bit so you can continue enjoying the game isn't the worst thing ever. Oh, hey, Delta. Yeah, if it helps you enjoy it more, feel free. I don't like to cheat on stuff on video, because then it's there forever that I did it. And that's... I've just noticed that Skier and I had the same haircut. Look at that. Huh. I have not noticed that before. Have you tried releasing Judgment Bird into the city so it can be somebody else's problem? Oh, I would love to do that. Just point it towards bloody Argyle and let it weigh his fucking sins out. One of the scales will go through the floor. I mean, I would absolutely love to see Flappy Bird go after Argyle. You could just imagine what would happen. It would fly over to him and he'd be like, ah, what is this? And then it pecks him once. He goes, oh, it thinks it's dangerous. Pulls out his weapon, slashes it, and then just gets fucking eaten alive. Mauled like the piece of meat he is, just ripped apart. Oh, sorry, I don't know where that came from. Whew. Yeah, I'd need to build a smoke build for this. I think the Nikolai build is pretty good. It's got disposal. Kotoko with Purple Tear is good. Ranta, I don't think is built very well. Gabora is Gabora, which I'm quite pleased about overall. I do have Ye on standby. You are correct. Yeah, he's right there. You are totally correct. I forgot he was the thing. Okay. So what I should do is, if I have room for it, I should put Puffy Broom on all of them to make the most of it. A little bit of Puffy Broom. Who doesn't want a bit of Puffy Broom with their day? Oh, delicious Puffy Broom. Let's just get rid of that one and put on Puffy Broom instead. Yes. Oh wait, no, that's not how it works, is it? I don't need Puffy Broom on them all because that's when you get it afflicted with smoke. So just putting smoke on the hands will make them weaker. I don't need Puffy Broom. Send it to Detroit. Alright, so we have Gabora Red Mist, Skier Nikolai, Ranta's here too, Cyan Ye, and Kotoko the Purple Tear. What can we do with him and replace him with something better? Maybe Bamboo Jim? Yeah, I'm going to put a Bamboo Jim on. Okay. Let's give this bugger a go, shall we? Alright, so the plan here is to focus hands. What I read is that the distorted blade is sort of like a soft time limit, because it's very, very hard to beat, and if you can't beat it, you may as well not try. Because otherwise you just lose cards, pages. Oh, there goes my monetization of this episode. I wonder, is it worth redirecting Jan's pages? Intercepting these will stop him from buffing his hand. And I don't really want to see Jan buff his hand. I do like this song. Going to turn up in my headphones. Oh, hey, Shud, welcome. Just the strength ones? Yeah, makes sense. Why is the I like this song but I hate the numbers a popular take? Because the numbers are just sort of weird, and because it's like they're not easy to sing along with. You know, like even bits in other languages you can learn the words even if you don't know what they mean, but numbers is such a long string of numbers that it's very hard to sing along with. Strength is the big one that screws you over. Righty-o. Alright, well I'm going to focus on the one that isn't protected. So we're going to go with... We're going to take out his... Which one is this? Left hand. So it is a 4 I need to redirect. Run to me, old fish. Ignore that motorbike in the background. Right, Kotiko. I could do with you being... slashing, please. My good woman. If you could go all slashy for me, mate, I'd appreciate that. Let's start building up some smoke. Right, you get smoky. Okie dokie, let's get smoky. That is going to be very, very hard to beat. Run to me, old fish. I'm going to need you to be intercepting that attack right about now. You don't need to do anything with it, you just need to intercept it. What about this one? I have run out of things with which to intercept. So in that case, let's go back to the smoke on you. And Skier, if you could do me the big old favour of intercepting that one, that would be appreciated. Karako, I would like you to restore some light, if you would be so kind. Nobody's intercepting that one now. Skier, not much you can do about that. If you could just try and bloody not die to it, that would be great. What are you doing? Focus spirit. That's not very helpful here. That's okay. Just use spear to try and start buffing that. And screw it. Slash it a bit, would ya? Just cause. Right, go for it, boys. I probably should have looked at resistances. Okay, so slashing is normal on the left hand, and piercing is weaker. Yes. Cool. Down, down, down. Bow, bow, bow. Right, if you could intercept that one, because you did a very good job of it the first time. And... can anyone else do that? Which gear can? How does marking work? First one it looks like, okay. That's a shame. Cyan has no light left. That is less than ideal. You take that one on. Insert that one to save Cyan, would you please? And then that one just cause. God, we're really burning through light here. Ooh! Don't do that! Nice, 30. Yeah, this is not going well. Piss me. Would you please hit the damn thing? Thank you. Oh, yeah, I forgot the strength buff. I completely forgot that was a thing. Ugh. I got too distracted trying to block everything else. Oh, come on, Cyan, please. Plus. Extreme plus. Just intercept that to get it off my chest. We're too slow. What's this? Oh, goody, erosion. Oh, yay. I love erosion. I love being eroded. It's a live stream to erode, like, the Giant's Causeway. What does that even mean? Alright, go with that. Alright, I want you to be all snaky over this one, please, Ranta. Just... oh, God, what is the... Yeah, that needs to be intercepted. We can't let her get hit by that. Skier, what about you? Can you intercept that? What can you do? Yeah, intercept that one. Thank you. Keep it marked. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, but you can intercept that one. That one. On tap. If you could be so kind as to maybe not get horribly murdered by that. That's not gonna happen, is it? You're gonna get murdered. Yay. You're actually feeble. But you do a +2. So the question is, how is this calculated? Because if the power affects the die times 2, is that going to increase it by 4 because of that and then reduce it by 1? Or is it going to increase it by 2 total? I mean, it's only a difference of 1, and she's paralyzed, so it probably doesn't matter. Like, the numbers are kind of catchy, it's just meaningless. You know, the numbers are sort of God, this is going to sound so weird, a smarter version of going doobie doobie doob dap dooba dooba doob dap dooba dooba doob bap bap. Like, it's catchy, but meaningless. Right, Ranta, I could really do with you slashing the hell out of this bugger, please. And just use up all your remaining pages. We're fucked either way. Right. What's that gonna do? Have the maximum roll reduced by 2. I will try it anyway. With a bit of snake in there. Cool. What's this? Nothing. Go for it. Yes! Yes! Yeah! No! Almost. It's down to 12. Lop his left hand off. Oh, I can't. I've just realised how the mechanics of this fight work. Thank you, Cyan. I've just wasted so many attacks on this one guy that I can't kill. Whatever. We're on to the next one now. Alright, left hand is dealt with. 3 scenes until Distorted Blade. Can we do it? Down, down. Bow, bow, bow. Right, multi-slash that if you would be so kind. Thank you very, very much. Right, so that the mark will go on it early because that's an 8 speed. You got some light left. Oof. I don't think I can beat that. Do we have anything that can beat that? In that case, I need a sacrificial Ranta. Thank you, Ranta. I've clearly spent too much time reading the Locked Tomb series because my instinctive thought was, well, the numbers are clearly a code spelling out mysterious hints for the sequel. You know, I'm regularly told that I overthink things, but I'm afraid even that one hasn't occurred to me. Right. What do I want that to clash with? That one? Yes. Okay, are we ready? Oh no, Skier, you've got more. Right, are we blocking? We're blocking the strength. Skia, I need you to do a little bit of light regeneration, please. That would be nice. Thank you. Do that. Cyan blocks that. You get a free stab at him. He'll be marked. He won't be marked. But you do a +3 strength. You could also redirect the protection. Oh, I could. That is a good point. Who could do that for me? Ranta? You cannot. Ranta, you're my sacrificial Ranta, aren't you? Thank you. Alright. In that case... Cyan, you're on redirection duty. Thank you. So who's fighting that one? Let's get that on the spear. Because that can't take it, but that one can. Skia is restoring light, drawing pages, and doing a bit of a damage as well. And marking. Skia's bloody pulling the weight. Just don't get staggered. Don't get staggered, Skia. I'm warning you, Skia. Don't get staggered, Skia. Oh no, it's Ranta. Ranta can get staggered. That's okay. Sorry, Ranta. Can I help but notice he's not marked? But he will be next round. Okay. Almost got him now. Who knows what'll happen then? Oh, we have Manifest Ego. Yay! What can you manifest that against? That one? Yeah, do it against that one. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right, Skia, I could do with a little bit more light. Oh, you're not intercepting that one. You're too slow. Kotoko. Cyan? I've not used smoke at all on this one. Yeah, why not? Do that. You don't really have much in the way of light generation. Is that overkill? Maybe. Because he is almost done. And then who knows what will happen. I don't. Just this one. Yeah, fair enough. Don't really have anything that can handle it. And I want her to power up a bit. Or draw up a bit, I suppose, because she's about to go into super mode. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, try that one. You're at basically full everything, so you'll be fine even if it's not great. Yeah, it does. Yeah, strength buff. That one. Oh, I don't really have much that can intercept this stuff. Alright, intercept strength. I can't intercept the protection. Unless I use Kabura, I can't intercept it, so I'm just going to let it get through. It's fine, it just speeds things up anyway. Alright, we need to get it down. We need to do 13 damage this turn, or 12 damage, which we can do. Alright, I want you to... Yeah, throw that on there. Oh, maybe I should use that one. Because then she'll also get the +3 strength. And it will hit. Because it's not going to die. Yeah, do that then. Right, I will also chuck a multi-slash on there just to regen a bit. And a graze the grass, because next round is going to be hard. Okay, that should be enough. Strength buff covered? Yeah, okay. Good. Good. So let's find out what happens when both hands get below 30 health. I believe Yan absorbs them in some capacity. Huh. Also, I just want to zoom in at red mist bunny ears. It's just fun for me. Right, what are you doing now? Merge with the hands if the character's HP falls to 300 or lower while merged. Separate at the end of the scene. When separating, purge all ailments and fully recover stagger. If the character is merged with the hands, or if its HP is at 300 or lower, use a mass attack at regular intervals. Okay. I don't really know what's going to happen now, because that's going to be hitting me in one scene. So do I just go for it? On Clash win, destroy all of opponent's dice. Is it a good time to use this? It doesn't have the mark, is the only reason I'm hesitating. Because I think I just frickin' open up on him. I don't know. I'm really worried about this distorted blade next turn. And it's making me nervous. No, you don't have enough light. Oh, shit, yeah. Fair enough. I just don't know what bloody chance I have anyway. Like, the thing is, with a lot of these, with the two slash ones, Ranta and Kotoko, they both have very low dice because they're all about the power. I need to be able to use that next round. Oh, I'm terrified. I feel like I did this too slow and now I'm going to suffer. I don't have smoke blow. Oh, smoke blow, there. Oh, I do. It is not. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. Lacking any other direction. I'm absolutely opening up. And if this is my doom, so be it. I think this is my doom. I'm not doing anywhere near enough damage here. Oh! No, I'm not. 2? Oh no, they did 18. Oh, so very nearly! Okay, he split again. And his hands are back. Oh, and he's using Distorted Blade anyway. Hello game. What's wrong with spoilers? I don't like them. That's it. They spoil things. No, it's a story game. You got him to his next phase. Oh, I did, yeah. Sorry, when I began to read that, I thought you were saying you got in this phase. And it's like, do I? Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, Ski's... Everybody's pretty dead now, aren't they? Ski's definitely dead. If his stagger didn't reset, I might have had that. I just don't really know where to go from here. Kind of feel like I should probably restart. Let me just have a quick read of what I did wrong. Yeah, alright. I'll do what I can. I will do all that I can. In a last-ditch attempt to win. Distorted Blade isn't a run killer. Once you get to this phase, you use it a ton. You just need light to try and combat it. Yeah, I threw everything in. I knew that like throwing everything in was an all or nothing strategy there, but it seemed like the right thing at the time. And I'm still going to. See what happens. Ranta staggered. Ah, piss. Oh no, there's just no way to get through that evade counter. This is not an RPG, but it's by the same company as Limbus Company. It's the prequel to Limbus Company, but it's not an RPG. Oh, the music's back. Go for the one that's... Two of them are giving protection. Yeah, go for the one that's giving strength. Yeah, I can't get through there, so I'm going to have to try and take out the hands. Yeah, that should deal with that one. So if Gabora focuses the other... I may be able to take it out before they can attack again. Oh wait, even if I... Yeah, I've got them both low, but they are still attacking for them for the rest of the turn. Forgot about that. Sorry guys. It's the inconsistency of when they're reduced to their trigger, whether they immediately stop or whether they don't. And in this case they didn't, and two of you died. Oh, only a 2. 688. 788. Oh no, you got 5. You got 5 power. So that's what? 7, 13, 13, 27. Is 27 enough? But a half chance of 27 being enough. Oh no. Oh yeah, vertical. Good call. He has no evade dice. He's going to intercept all of his bloody things. You have an incredibly low chance of being able to do anything there, but you can try. Alright. Try to combat mass with Great Split, yeah. $30, 14. Oh, take that, you distorted bugger. Oh. I think the difference with that one was countering the strength dice, the strength thing that Yan was using, because that was what was murdering me while I was trying to focus a hand before. Bees! Oh, you threw bees! Thank you, Delta. That's very nice of you. Yeah, with the when I was trying to focus a hand before, one of the other one was getting buffed, or one of them was getting buffed, and they were just killing me. So intercepting that, and then the right counters with focusing using the mark, it all fed into being able to bloody beat it. Oh, that was so close. No, 100 bees is 100 cents. It's $1. £1. Yeah, I think $1. But yeah. Right. I got a Book of Distorted. Gabora is now sparkly and has the Blood Fiend's Recollection. Blood Fiend. Interesting. 5% chance to boost attack damage by 4 when Manipulator of Odds activates. Don't know what that is, but I will take it. Could that person's death be what the prescripts intended? Beats me, the prescripts look like they see several steps ahead, so it might as well be. Though boy, what did that young guy endure and struggle so much for? He risked death, forging prescripts trying to express his free will. But that was ultimately part of the prescripts, the will of the city, as he put it. Yep. After all, this is the fate those prescripts led him to. You said earlier that there are good things to be said about them, Roland. That I did, because they're still part of the city. While I'm still not completely convinced, I can understand it somewhat. Life as a human, never wanting for anything. What is the reason gods of the city emerged? Why did people wish for them to exist even as they suffer? I try to think from those people's perspectives, the perspective of someone without a purpose to live. How I would act in their shoes. What's your conclusion? It couldn't be more obvious. I won't sit and wait for someone else to determine the meaning of my life for me like the others. I'm different. I'll seek out a way on my own. It's much easier said than done. They won't truly realize what they're talking about until they're put in such a situation themselves. So they can't be viewed all that badly. Correct. I've decided against painting them in an excessively negative light. That still doesn't mean I fully understand them, however. Although, I'm curious about what you just mentioned as well. I must wonder what Yan's actions and the consequences to them were trying to show. Haven't got a clue, Mom. Haven't got a clue. Who's to say what purpose there was to it in the first place? Those prescripts sure are an enigma. And this whole distortion business is scary how the process can be so simple. That demonstration made it clearer. It appears that the breakdown of a belief one firmly held can serve as a catalyst for the distortion. Exactly. That's the scary part. It's what happens all the time in the city. Though someone did explain to me why people aren't distorting left and right pretty clearly. Either way, this left a bitter taste in my mouth. Just like that other time. Interesting. Very interesting. Distorted Blade rolled an 18. Oof. Right. Let's burn the book. Ooh. Interesting. I'm a little bit surprised I do get Distorted Blade. Oh, look, it's Yan! Hello. Sword of Volition. The cost equals the user's max light. Oof. All dice on this page gain power equal to the emotion level and restore all light. I see. Wow. It's pretty powerful. Ominous Power. Restore 3 light, lose as much light next scene. That seems... it's one of those instant activation. Blind Faith. Restore 1 light, all dice lose 2 power. All dice lose 2 power? The Will of the City. Restore 3 light and draw a page. Oh yeah, lock. Destroy opponent's next die. Baleful Brand, that was a nasty one. It's an exclusive. So's that one. But none of these are. Distorted Blade. Damn. Alright, I think that's everything. What's the 7 cost? Distorted Blade is a 7 cost. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, mate. Alright, I'll have to look at that in this. Nope, not that. Let's go to Hawkmoor and have a look here. Nope, Hawkmoor. Pay attention. Right, I'm just gonna put that in so it's a bit... the character has more red breakdown abnormality pages than blue awakening pages. All dice gain 1 power. If breakdown pages outnumber awakening pages by 2 or more, increase the damage and stagger of offensive dice by 1 in addition. Interesting. Weird that that's the distorted thing. Every scene gained a special combat page that can be used on allies. The type of combat page is randomly determined. The owner can pick 1 out of 2 random options instead. There are 4 types of combat page. Give strength, give protection, page draw, and light restoration. Damn, that's amazing. Yeah, messenger passive does look good. To be honest, it's the best thing on this. Well, I do... Hang on, let me just get rid of your key page. I do want to dress you up. I think you would look amazing as Yan. No, it's actually a bit hunched over. It's not the upright that Yan is. So go back to what you were, because that suits you well. But this one could be... Yeah. Yay, I've got a full team of them now. Haha. Ha. Well, I'm still missing one, which is presumably Zhao. Okay, how are we doing on time? Alright. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to cheat. I thought about it long and hard, by which I mean I haven't thought about it, and when I came to this decision thinking, right, do I want to replay that? I don't want to replay that. So, I am going to cheat in order to beat the tall bird, and then I'm not going to cheat. And hopefully I will be able to beat Zhao with Binner's Floor after beating Tallbird. It's possible that after beating Tallbird I'll have to beat Big Bird, and then after beating Big Bird I'll have to beat like Apocalypse Bird, and then after beating Apocalypse Bird I'll have to defeat City Bird or some bollocks like that. But I think you can easily beat Judgment Bird, though. I mean, apologies, but that has been disproven. I've tried, and I failed. And I tried following guides, and I failed. So I don't know how to do it, and without getting someone onto a call with me to explain step by step, and I'm not going to do that, I can't do it. So, it's not a mental health thing, it's just, like, this is a barrier that I cannot beat. Like, I've come to terms with that, but it's just a case of I either cheat through this or the playthrough basically stops here because I can't beat it. So, give me one moment. But yeah, I tried. Like, I spent the first hour of this stream trying to do it, and I was unable to. So, no, I'll do it on camera because of the dialogue afterwards. I just don't know how best to do this. Yeah, alright. Let's see if this works. Have they still got it? Nope. I removed Durandal's. Who was Durandal? Bamboo Jim. Alright. Hopefully, this is all I need to do. So... I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's find out the fun way together. I just need to hit them all once, just to fucking get them off my back. Oh, would you look at that? He's staggered. What are the chances? Oh, he staggered as well. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Oh, you're doing so well, guys. Yeah, this is full arbiter mode. This has been being like, you know what? I played along because I thought it was funny, but now you've pissed me off. And yeah, this is where the pain drops. And he's still taking a pretty big bloody pounding. Go on, Durandal, finish him off, yay! And now turn off the mods. The cheats. Cheats are gone. Yeah, I get no satisfaction from it. That didn't make me feel good. That was just, it had to be done. So, fuck you, Tall Bird. I took enough shit from Flappy Bird that I don't want it from you. Oh, I've already beaten Big Bird. Oh, I forgot I'd already beaten Big Bird. You're always lazing around and sipping tea when I visit. You should have seen me 2 minutes ago. Everyone is basking in such indolent complacency. That's why I had to put on cheat mode and show them how it's done. We live in an era where the only threat to humanity which is present in the city is humans themselves. Even as monsters created by the hands of mankind are present in the outskirts. And entities well above the grasp of human cognition reside in the territories beyond those outskirts. Heard there's a ton of them. Is humankind being kept safe from those monsters? Or are those creatures the ones being protected from us? Would you not agree that the boundary between those two possibilities is rather thin and hazy? You call that a question? It's got to be protecting people from monsters. When that frail boundary finally dissipates, the true colours of humans are brought out. Those may manifest in the form of ego, or an abnormality, as we had termed. It appears that the phenomenon has now been named the distortion. What? I thought we were talking about the city and its borders. And you keep talking about the true form of people. What's your definition of a human anyway? What do our true forms why do our true forms have to be all so weird, like they've got a screw loose? Well, I wonder. Are humans merely a species of primates, constituting the animal kingdom? What do you think is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. Oh, very close. Oh, a miserable little pile of greed? Thinking in unsophisticated ways truly gives you an impeccable perception of the essence of things. Just tell me the answer already. It is exactly as you said. Desires are the truest aspects of humans, are they not? More word games, sir. You know that's not the answer I want to hear. So you wish to hear what I know as an arbiter of the head? You want to learn the secrets of the city. The reason the head neglects the suffering of the city and lets it fester. You crave an explanation for the utter lack of governance in our otherwise strict reign. Yeah, that. And that's because I simply maintain my silence. Why you? I urge you to relax. It is not possible for me to teach you the answer regardless of my will. Unrolling me into a book will yield the same result. I have already emptied my mind of all knowledge relating to it. Such is the fate of former arbiters of the head. Ha. Fine, you win. I'm all out of motivation now. I give up trying to pry or figure out anything from you. That ended on a trifling note. Still, it was the wise decision. What stands before you is not an arbiter or other such things. It is simply a being that was once human. You still aren't a likable one in my book. Angela probably dislikes you too. Oh, damn. I do not know the correct way to pronounce that word. Epoche? Perceive me as who I am. Do not make any ancillary judgments. Do not be bound by anything you have learned in your life. I'm a human being. I can't just disregard all my background experience when I watch something. Regard me as I simply am, neither as an arbiter nor a Sephira. Consider only the time I have gone through. You may be able to see it when you observe me as though you knew nothing. Through a long history of being entwined with each other, humans in the city have accumulated a layer of sediment. One cannot properly see through such turbid waters. The city is in such a state. A clear vision can only be attained through one's own eyes. So you basically mean everyone ought to look at the world from their own perspective and think what they want? People can see the same cup of water in different ways, like half empty or half full or shit. Use your own eyes to watch things as they are. Then you may see it. However, you will inevitably forget why you wish to see it once you reach that point. That oblivion is what creates anguish. That is why it is a tragedy. That means everyone going to have their own arbitrary vision of the world? That can't possibly happen in the city. There's a predetermined answer to everything. Perhaps. Peek into your own universe, as everyone else shall. Interesting. 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 The thing that stood out to me most in all of that is the heavy implication that despite dying suddenly and having her body not be recovered by the head, her mind was remotely wiped of knowledge of the head. I find that fascinating because it implies it's either an embedded coding thing or some sort of wireless brain wipe. Could be a way that they maintain loyalty of their arbiters. They can't risk an arbiter going rogue, so they put in like a remote kill switch type thing that maybe doesn't kill them, but wipes their ability to recall anything of value. Could even be why she speaks in riddles so much, because she doesn't remember enough to actually give answers. But the other thing, and I'm just mentioning this while I'm thinking of it, do we know why they turned Binner Garion into a Sephira? Because with most of the others, it makes sense. They were like top researchers. They were the best minds of the operation, or in the case of Tiff, bloody heavily emotionally connected to the, I'd say, the biggest fuck up of the project. But then you have Binner, or Garion rather, who is an enemy who happened to come in and fuck it up. So unless it was specifically for the emotional connection, because of all of the enemies of the project, Garion is one with a strong emotional connection to it. We know Aeon was trying to get info on the head. half information, half to torture her? Is it possible she did it to herself? Sort of, if you capture me, see what answers you can get from my body, but without actually needing to die. Wasn't it to make her suffer by seeing the extraction? Also torture? Yeah. I've never really understood the whole I'm going to punish you by making you immortal logic. Like the Mummy, you know, because in the Mummy it's like, we shall curse this person to live forever and be able to return from death. Great curse, man. Really worked. The weight of sin. Its scale would never neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. Judgment. That's a cool image. Then somebody said, but what if the scale doesn't tip in either direction someday? Worried, Longbird made a scale that always tipped to one side. That way every judgment could yield a clear verdict. Tilted scale. All that remains is the unjust scale. The Longbird continues on, doling out judgment. Hey, Colinium. Whenever a die, this librarian rolls... Whenever a die this librarian plays rolls the minimum value, take 2 to 7 damage and gain 1 to 2 strength and endurance. Wow, that's awful. At the start of the scene, all characters gain 1 sin at a 50% chance. If a character has 5 sin, they take damage equal to 10% of their max HP at the start of the scene, and all sin is removed. Sin can be transferred to another character by attacking and damaging them. Huh. That seems very messy, but potentially incredibly powerful. Certainly against like solo enemies where you can just pile sin onto somebody. God damn. After attacking an enemy with the most HP, recover the HP of the ally with the least by 2 to 8. That's kind of cool. Well, we have our final pleb. Yeah. So, I will finish off this stream by reading some credenza. There isn't a great deal to read because I haven't beaten that much since the last time I read it. But before next time, I will build Binner's floor as best I can in order to try and beat Zhao with it. Because that was one of the tips I read, that Binner is built for beating these things. Can I adjust her pages yet? No. Can I change her anything? No. But I want to dress her up. I'm probably also going to need to download another maid outfit. I don't think we have another that would work. That looks a bit like a maid, like a butler outfit, but imagine if I dress someone up as Gabora. And every time Binner just walks through the room and it's just like, why do you look like Gabora? This is just how I appeared. She just walks on. It'd be kind of like that the time I had somebody the person mention Enoch's death to Tiff. You know, I'm just slowly torturing my my Sephira. Yeah, there isn't really anything here that works, so I'll probably have to download one. But yes, to the credenza. Let me just pull up the thing to see how far I am. Books. slowly torturing my Sephiroth. This is why Binner is around. It's your fault. Slowly torturing them. Not horribly torturing them. Right, I read Purple Tear. So I think Arcorp and Yan are the only two I've not read. Unless they haven't actually changed. Have I read these? I don't know. Or, like, if they haven't changed, I've read them, but if they have changed, it doesn't look like they have. It will probably say, like, complete. Oh! Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's go through these. In the past, the fourth pack was considered a thorn in the side of Arcorp. In other words, we were a headache that they couldn't find a good enough excuse to remove. Which was frankly understandable, as we were a total foul-up of an army at the time, and it took a considerable amount of time for us to improve to our current state. The Rhino team, powerful but easily agitated, and uses its strength to destroy everything all too often. The Reindeer team, prone to suffer a nervous breakdown in prolonged battles, causing damage to allies. And the Rabbit team, their thirst for blood leaves no margin for sloppiness in the cost of killing civilians. To put it the nicest way possible, they had a unique niche only they could fill, and as a matter of fact, bringing them to orthodox battles would do more harm than good. Not so long after, I received the news that they were planning to destroy our pack. Perhaps they deemed it a waste to spend any more energy on us. The news of destruction didn't come off as much of a surprise as I'd expected, or maybe I was so panicked that my hair had turned white. There wasn't much I could say. What more can I say to this person who isn't even a part of Arcorp? All I can do is humbly accept my fate. The guest, who had an impressive pair of red eyes and dashing brown hair, with a little clip in her hair as well, with a red hairband, looked at me and smiled gently. Her demeanour took a sharp, cold turn. I wouldn't have been able to tell that this person had a talkative and light-hearted side if I hadn't heard her speak mere moments ago. After a moment of silence, she slowly opened her mouth. A large-scale war was about to occur. If we made big enough contributions in that war, we might be able to avoid being destroyed. That wasn't a suggestion or a plea for help. It was a semi-mandatory request. The reward, we get to avoid termination. Her attitude was something else. The way she confidently delivered her speech in front of me gave off a certain sense of conviction. It was as if she was saying she's going to make that war happen. Baffled, I let out a bout of laughter. I knew we weren't in a position to refuse it. And she was right. A huge war broke out soon after. Thick smoke covered that nest. Well, this is a side of Carmen we've not seen before. Huh. Interesting. Long ago, there was a battle between huge syndicates. I won't bother saying when. Those kinds of things happen all the time in the backstreets, and I had the misfortune of getting caught up in the middle of one. The fight was so fierce and intimidating, the young little Mio had to shiver in a corner. I couldn't find a gap to run through, and there weren't any hiding spots around me either. All I did was crawl to a wall, crouch into a ball, and pray that no eyes fall on me. Stupid, wasn't I? My prayers didn't work. A syndicate member spotted me and I closed my eyes tight, thinking this was the end. When I took a short breath in, I heard the sound of a sword cutting through flesh, followed by the sound of a person collapsing to the floor. I thought swords like that would hurt a lot, but I felt pretty okay. The situation was so surreal, I was starting to believe I didn't feel my body hit the floor, because a person's senses are dulled moments before death. Then I realised I was staying conscious for too long for someone that just got cut with a sword. I mustered up the courage to open my eyes. I've got to see what's going on, at least, you know what I mean? I slowly opened my eyes to a scene I'll never forget. A person covered in red massacring all the syndicate members in front of me. She was literally chopping them up with her massive blade, and they were helpless against it. I was looking at it in awe. I didn't even think to check my body. Thud. With the last syndicate member down, the street was open. She looked around, turned to see me, and... wow. My face would have looked so dumb. I don't even remember that. I don't even want to remember that. Anyway, she pointed at an alley with that weird sword of hers and told me I'll be able to save myself if I ran that way, and that the rest is up to me. Instead of thanks, all that got out of my mouth was a stupid mumble like, ah. I leaned on a wall and barely stood up with my shaky legs. I need to run before more people come this way, but I was so terrified. Even the person who saved me, she was red all the way and looked so scary. While I was dithering, she sighed at me and approached me. Did I frustrate her? Is she going to kill me now? Was my saviour an impatient and ill-tempered freak after all? I collapsed on the floor. I mean, think about it. A scary humanoid thing covered in armour, walking towards you with a great sword decorated with red flesh. It was a miracle I didn't faint on the spot. She grabbed my arm, set me upright, and said in a dry voice, "It's not the strong who survive. It's the survivors who are strong." Then she shoved my back and I started running before I could thank her. I didn't look back once. I was so embarrassed comparing myself to her. Ever since that day I trained myself, aspiring to become like the hero that saved me that day, and landed a job at R-Corp. I wanted to become a hero myself and save the lives of others. What I wanted more than anything, though, was to meet that person once more. R-Corp participated in most large battles in the city, so I expected to see her someday. I thought she'd have been alive all along since she was tough. I was going to thank her and show her how much stronger I'd gotten since then if I did get to see her again. But I couldn't tell her. Not just because I never saw the Red Mist again, or Gabora, as she's called now. We did meet each other after a long time, but that's another story. I wouldn't have been able to say it even if I met the Red Mist when she was alive and well. I got embarrassed of myself again. I thought I'd saved everyone, but after all, what I'd been doing was far from being a hero. Hey, what do you think a hero is? Oh. Wow. That does explain what she said, because I think I mentioned this last stream. When I was replaying to farm the Nikolai book, I got an achievement to die at the hands of a hero, finish Mio off once and for all as Gabora with the Red Mist page. But yeah, that explains it. The L Corp that came before Lobotomy Corporation imposed unfair conditions and many wings were unhappy about it. There's W Corp, which had to raise admission fees and get less trains running because of the energy deficiency. Also F Corp, which wanted to experiment with fairies to... Experiment with fairies to use them in various ways, but failed to produce satisfactory results because they didn't get enough energy. And many other wings had a thing or two to say about the older L Corp, but they didn't have the gall to say it out loud. There weren't many alternatives that could provide such huge amounts of energy. These conditions soon became a hot topic among wing employees and city folks in general. Who's going to be the ones to change that miserly L Corp? Then suddenly someone next to them would say, "Who has the courage to do that? We all know that'll lead to a war between wings. No choice but to live like this." Though there was another reason to do something about L Corp. It produced a massive amount of fumes. At first it was thought to be a kind of smoke that was no different to what factories chug out. But over time people realized it was affecting the residents around it negatively. Some people would suddenly start wishing for the happiness of others, and still others would spend most of their time staring into space. What's more, people had signs of sickness all over their bodies and started wandering around L Corp's nest. It was like they were returning to their hometown or something. One day some rich person visited us and said that a war would break out soon. Said we'd get benefits if we helped her. That gave us a bigger thing to worry about than an upcoming destruction. A war was about to happen? Nikolai collected her thoughts and calmly asked why a war was going to occur. The person paused for a bit, then spoke in a languid tone. I was creeped out by how she said it, like it was no big deal. When one person's pure ambition and another's tragic obsession join together, a dream is destined to be born. Carmen was dead by this point? I mean, I don't see anything giving a time scale. Like, the most of Mia's ones, obviously, in the past. Like, before. But these two, they could easily be, like, present to... I don't know. No, I think you might be right. If Mio didn't meet Callie again, and she only met her as Gabora, then that is much later in the timeline. Our Corp is particularly famous as a private military company. No matter how many combatants die in battle, we fill the vacancy with new soldiers in no time. It was natural for the Wings giving us requests to wonder what kind of singularity we have to pump out so many mercenaries in such a short time frame. Besides, our soldiers weren't lacking in combat prowess by any means, so there had to be more to us than just hiring many people. The mercenaries of our corp don't fear death in the first place. They don't hesitate to carry out tasks. We're big in numbers, casualties are replaced quickly, and we fearlessly proceed and get the job done. Our corp's mercs were ideal for outskirts explorations and other dangerous operations. How could such a feat be possible then? People started making guesses. There has to only be one answer. They must be cloning people. No, they've got to be robots. Our corp has been developing war machines in secret. Won't the head arrest them if they try to clone humans? That's a good point. At the end of the day, people just laughed it off, talking about how nonsensical their hypotheses were and how secretive singularities are. Maybe they had the right answer, though they missed the mark a bit. It's true that our corp uses cloning technology. For that, we had to make a promise with the head. No more than one of the persons should exist in the city for longer than 7 days. The first half I can understand, but I'm still not sure why it set a limit on how long. Is it related to some kind of ethic we are unaware of? Interesting. Oh no, we don't just clone humans and call it a day. We select the fittest one among them. Inside the hatchery, dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of them fight to the death. We have to kill the clones that look just like us. Eat them and prevail. Fuck me. The larger the population is and the more time given, the finer a clone is made. And the scarier part of it is finding myself beginning to think this way. Think about it. Is it really an admirable trait to have no fear of death? I have to disagree. When you know that you'll die someday, you don't put your duties off forever. You're bound to pick them up even if you rest for a day or two. And when your life is at stake, you try all kinds of things to survive. That's why people feel like they're alive. Maybe I said people guessed our secret right, but our lives are much different from a machine's. One thing I'm afraid of is that hell of a selection game. As time passed, my fear of it changed to weariness. Is this real life? My immediate thought with the whole 1 week, like if they didn't call attention to it, I'd have sort of brushed it off as, yeah, it's a bit of an arbitrary thing, but you know, it's also a logical arbitrary thing. But it reminds me of Gurren Lagann. but I can't explain why without spoilers. Like, if you know, you know. But yeah. Every team in the 4th pack has its own caricature, yeah. So I'm not used to seeing that word. You'd think we'll never get along with each other, having such different personalities and powers and strengths, yeah? Surprisingly enough, we hunt in packs for most operations, despite our differences. The Lapino Rabbit team is generally seen as a distracted and raving bunch. Maybe it's because most of us are nimble, but that also means we handle our missions quickly and with certainty. Our method is the cleanest, actually. If I had to admit, a teeny little problem with us is that we don't discriminate enemies from civilians. We do have a tendency to shoot first at any non-rabbit in the area that comes into our sight. We'll leave ourselves open for attacks if we take our sweet time to tell them apart, so we've got to strike first. But hey, we don't leave any troubles behind that way, so what's good is good, yeah? Every team in the 4th pack has its own character. Our personalities, powers, and strengths are wildly different, but we still do most of our missions in packs. Us rhinos specialize in using physical strength. We're good at pushing ahead if nothing else. I think we're the strongest team in the 4th pack. Smash 'em hard, block 'em hard. We often stand in the front line instead of the frail rabbits and reindeer. The rhino team's armor is thick and large. We got tough bodies too. Sometimes though, my body starts heating up if I keep moving around and I can't control myself for a while. I figure that's just because of the odd tech our corp uses. Something about expanding muscles and pumping more adrenaline into the blood. That's what they told me. Oh, in case you're wondering, this ain't a singularity or anything. Plenty of us are making use of it, apparently. We never get to hear the deets. We do hear often that we gotta watch out, though. The Rhino team's got more destructive power than others, and once one of us starts getting all excited and enters a rampage, it won't be easy to stop them until they calm down. Every team in the 4th pack has its own characteristics. Our personalities, powers and strengths vary so greatly that it's hard to imagine us working together. Nonetheless, we move in packs on most missions. The reindeer team utilizes powerful electric waves generated from brain waves. You see these horns? The electric stimuli generated in the reindeer's brain are condensed at the tip of these horns. The concentrated electricity is then collected by our staves for attacks. There's one thing we've got to be careful of when we use this ability. If the battle drags on for too long or we exert too much power, most reindeer will go insane. The symptoms are expressed in various ways, but in most cases they hurt their own comrades or damage the psyches of others. We sometimes utilize K-Corp singularities to protect our sanity or mitigate the mental damage, though we can't afford to use it often. Ugh. It's hard reading all this stuff. Right, let me just make note of where I'm up to. Ugh. So I didn't read the index proxies either. Yeah, it doesn't look like I did. Or the thumb, okay. I think it's because I was leaving them just in case I came back to them. What was the first one on the left? Oh, thumb, index. Yeah, did I read Kane? I guess I didn't. I have read Purple Tear. That one I have written down. Because I immediately read it thinking like, oh, is this going to mention Roland? And no, it didn't. We live in turbulent times when wings are destined to fall behind in the market if they don't respond to patent disputes effectively, big or small. It's one of the reasons patent wars are that much important. These mega corporations sue one another for patent infringement or accuse one another for stealing their patent. Us small fries can watch the giants clash without worrying about getting caught in the crossfire. In fact, we benefit from such conflict. There are unspoken rules that you need to remember to keep your stake in a patent war. One must patent the technology separately for areas outside of the nest or other domain under their jurisdiction. One must avoid admitting to infringement before carefully reviewing the lawsuit. The rights to a technology can be protected if its details were publicized through advertisements or such before the patent was registered, etc. Patent wars break out for so many reasons it'd take a day and a half to list them all out. I think I read the purple tear on the one I beat her. Whichever one that one was. Notarization is the process of drafting a document to officially certify a deal between two offices in case things happen. A notarial act is fairly powerful. Through these documents you can verify various facts and secure executory force, meaning if one side doesn't carry out their part of the contract can be enforced on them. There's no need to argue about who is to blame. Notary acts exist to stop unnecessary disputes from occurring, and it's the job of notary public offices like Kane Office to help with that. Oh, sorry, my throat. Oh, and the city is divided into domains. It's similar to how the Zwei Association uses territories for policing. It's fair to expect at least one notary public office in every domain. This isn't to say that you can only use the notary public in your domain. If you can't find a notary public, or if the office isn't functional for whatever reason, you can always go to other domains, though it costs a bit more. A lot of people still choose the latter since they need to get business done in a hurry. Not every notary public office is the same level of professionalism after all. A contract should be signed on equal terms with the consent of all parties involved, and the officers must fulfill the terms of the contract following the mutual agreement. It is a societal boundary that keeps us humans from betraying each other's trust as we must coexist. Although these principles are rather abstract, they exist to prevent anyone from devising lowly schemes and ensure that each party gets just benefits. The head's rules don't cover every small detail, so you can say this is a necessary addition to fill those gaps. Kane Office. Done. I think that's all my throat can manage. I can feel it closing up. Right. I will call it a day there then. So the only thing left for me to do is beat Zhao. That is the only thing blocking my path to progress. Zhao. The bloody fire dragon lady. Oh. So, I will look up tips. I will try building Binner's floor as best I can. I will try and build Yan. Or maybe just plug Messenger into somebody else. I don't know. I kind of want to use Yan. If I don't succeed next stream, for whatever reason, like if I try and I end up rage quitting or I'm about to rage quit, I'm going to cheat. Because I'm not going to have another stream where I'm stuck. So I will be... Zhao will be beaten next stream, legitimately or not. I'm going to say that now. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for abiding by my cheating. It is appreciated. And I am determined to finish this game. One way or another. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so thank you very much. Remember, if you wish to claim either the Hokma or the Binner pleb, I believe there was one person who isn't here today, I think it was Mast, who was asking about it. Come to the next stream and you can claim one of these two. But you've got to be here in person. So, thank you very much for watching. Have a good weekend. try not to melt. I know in the UK it is exceptionally hot this weekend, so be careful. If it's the same elsewhere, likewise be careful. I've had 2 fans on the entire time and a bottle of water that I'm spritzing myself with, although it's beginning to cool down now. So yeah, be careful. That's all I'm saying, repeatedly. Because I understand it. And hopefully, if my mods are working by then, I will be streaming RimWorld on Wednesday. The new expansion, which I have already bought and installed, and I will probably be playing for fun in my own time before then, as soon as the mods are working. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, check out my YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, check out my Twitch. Either way, join the Garen River Discord, link below the Twitch in the description of the YouTube stream. And social media as well is linked in the same places. So, have a good weekend. I'm going to go have some dinner. And I will... Hello, future people. Goodbye, future people. And I will catch you later.